back to Ordinary Girl Budgets. It's your girl Danielle, and I am here. It's Tuesday, so y'all know what that means. It is part 4. We did the why, we did the how, and we did, oh no, what is it? Why, how, and I think this is the method. So this is week 3. I'm sorry, y'all. Woo, child. Okay. Anywho, so welcome or welcome back. If this is your first time or if this is not your first time, welcome. So, this is the ODBJ video, and I decided we're gonna kill not one, not 2, but 3 birds with one stone. So I had a couple of my viewers ask me about my budget book, my trackers, and we're gonna answer those questions in this video because it goes along with my method. And I'm sorry, this is not September, this is October. So my method, so this is what I do. So I look at the month and then I write my paydays in, okay? And then for that month, I put my due dates in, okay? And it's gonna be Halloween, so I put the pumpkin there. So October, I get paid 2 times for my full-time paycheck, and then 3 times on this one, but 2 weeks for my extra income, which you all know if you watch my previous videos is my child support for my kids. So with that being said, I then go through and see what all I have to pay. This is my phone bill, this is my car note. I live with my mom, so I don't have rent or utilities or anything like that. I just buy groceries for the house, so which is like $300 a month. So with that being said, my budgeting for the moment is kind of easy. So the method that I use is the bi-weekly paycheck, but I cash stuff weekly. I don't use my child support in my regular, like my cash envelopes and things like that, and we'll talk about that once we get to it. But you all will see what I mean. So I only get paid 4 times this month, so we're going to use the last cash stuffing, the last budget tracker of October, because I'm not gonna use it for this month. So what I'll do is I just write, usually what I typically do is I write the day I'm gonna get paid here, but for here we'll just do test. And typically I count up my hours. Well, I total my hours, which I get paid every 2 weeks, which is 80 hours, and then I times it by my hourly pay, and then I assume how much they're gonna take out, and then that's what I write here, which is the budget. So here I do my income, and then I'll say, let's just, for shits and giggles, we'll just put $1,000. So $1,000, and I bring it down like that. And then so for my bills, because I cash stuff weekly, I split my bills. I divide my bills into 4. because I only use my child support to stuff my bills, and then my kids are graduating, so whatever I have left after I pay my bills, I take out for my bills for the week, I put it in their envelope so I can give it to them when they graduate high school and middle school. So with that being said, my only bills that I have, like reoccurring bills, is my car note, and this can be whatever bills you have for the week or for the month or however you need to budget, and my phone bill, and that's what I put here. And then I put the date. My car note is always due on the 25th. My phone bill is always due on the 21st. So I usually do my budget with these in 2 videos. So I'll do my budget and then I'll do my actual. For the sake of time, we just gonna do the actual, okay? I always stuff $100, at least $100 for my car note a week, and $25 for my phone bill a week. So weekly, that is $125 for those 2. Okay. Then I'll come down here to my envelopes, which are my cash envelopes, which is what I keep in my wallet. This is what I'm currently using as my wallet. It's a little A7 binder that I got off of Amazon, and these are my cash envelopes that I currently keep in my wallet, and you can label them whatever you need to label them. You don't necessarily have to label them exactly how I label mine. So like I like to budget for my gas, groceries, and then we'll just say personal, just to keep it short. So gas, we'll budget, well, we'll bring first, that's not what's left over. I'm moving too fast. So we got 1,000 minus 125, and my leftover is 875. So that's what I have left over after I pay my bills. And then I'll bring that 875 down. So for gas, we'll just say 150. And this is for 2 weeks, because I'm not going to get paid again for another 2 weeks. And then for groceries, we'll do 150. And for personal, we'll just say $80. So we got 875 minus 380. And that'll leave us with 255. Okay. Well, I messed it up. Okay. Well, no, that's right, because we said 875 minus 380 is 495. Y'all, I can't math today. My math ain't mathing. And this is 380. But it be like this, like real life be like this all the time. Okay, so I'll bring my $4.95 up here, and this is where my sinking funds come in. So I have a few binders. So like this is my bill binder. This is what I'm currently using as my bill binder. So I have my car note, and then this is where I put the money for my phone bill in my bill binder. And then I have a binder for my sinking fund. So this is whatever I want to save for that's coming up or anything like that. I put it in my sinking funds binder. So let's just say I want to save for Caleb, and then Dayton, which is my daughter. We'll say Christmas and birthdays. Okay. So I may want to put $100 in Caleb's binder, $100 in Dayton's binder, $50 in Christmas, and $50 in birthdays. So that's $300. That totals $300 out of that I'm putting into my sinking funds. So what I'll do is I'll take $495 minus $300, and that should leave me with $195. Now, if I have any extra debt, like student loans or anything like that, I'll put it here, which we'll just say $95. Well, this is what I got left over, $195. And let's just say my student loans are $95. We'll subtract that, and that leaves us with $100, right? So extra savings will be anything that you want, anything else you want to save for. So it could be anything from savings challenges or just your 100 envelope challenge, just any type of extra savings you want to do. So typically I do my envelope challenge, and we'll just put $100 in there. Now I do a zero-based budget, so at the end I should have zero. That's just what I do. So after I do all of that and I come up with zero, what I'll do, typically I'll go and break my denominations down. So I'll do 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. And then I put my categories here, which is my car note. This is what I need money for, okay? So my car note, my phone bill. Then after that, I said gas, groceries, and personal. So we know my car note is 100, phone bill 25. So then we'll do gas, groceries, and personal. So we have $150 for gas, $150 for groceries, and then $80 for personal. So then this is where I take out for my sinking funds, which we said Caleb was getting 100, Dayton was also getting 100, Christmas was getting 50, and then birthdays was also getting 50. Then next was my debt, which was student loan. We'll say 95, and then the 100 envelope, and we was putting $100. So at the end of me doing all of this should equal to $1,000, because that's what our check was, right? So what I do then is I'll come here and I'll add this row up to make sure that it's $1,000, which is what I started with, right? So we did 80, and then 100, then 100, and then 50, 50, 95, and then 100, and that's $1,000. So that's perfect. So then over here is where I break it down of how I want to put them in my envelope. So my car note, we'll just say we want one $100 bill. My phone bill, we'll do 120 and 15. For groceries, we'll say $100 bill and 150. For gas. And then for groceries, we'll do the same. Personal, we'll do 4 20s. Caleb will get a $100 bill. Dayton will get a $100 bill. Christmas will get a 50. Birthdays will get a 50. Student loans, we'll do a 50, 2 20s, and 1 5. And then for the 100 envelope challenge, we'll do 2 50s. Because we'll be able to stuff 2 envelopes, so we can do 2 50 envelopes, okay? So then, after I break my denominations down, I'll come over here and count them, and this will tell me how many denominations of how many $100 bills I need to get out the bank. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5 $100 bills, which gives me $500. Then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 50s, which gives me 100, 200, $350. And then how many 20s do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 20s, which will give me, so 20 times 7 is 140. Well, I could have did that 2 times 7, dang yeah. I don't need any 10s. I need 2 5s, which is $10, and I don't need any 1s. So, once I do that, then I'll come down here to make sure that I have 1,000, that it equals $1,000. So we'll do 10 plus 140 plus 350 plus 500 is 1,000, and then I say it checks out. So when I come home from the bank, I should have $1,000, and I should be able to stuff my envelopes. Now that's all I do as far as my budget. Like, I don't do anything else. Allison asked me to do a flip through of my workbook, but honestly, Allison, I don't use it. And I feel like that's another reason why I'm going to figure out what else, like what other type of book I want to use for next year. But I don't use it. I'm not gonna say it was a waste of money, because I really enjoy this book. But yeah, like, I don't use the expense tracker. I don't track my expenses. I probably should, but I mean, I'm not gonna be carrying this big book around to track them. I probably could keep up with my receipts, because I do use Fetch, but I don't do it. I don't have a debt down payment plan. Now, once I buy my house and stuff like that, I will probably use stuff like this more, but like, I don't do that. She has this is the book from the Budget Mom. So she has a Where Did My Money Go? I read it. I understand the purpose for it, but I don't use it. I don't even use the monthly meal plan. I don't compare September to October. I don't use it. I really only use it for my calendar and the cash and the budget tracker, paycheck budget tracker, and cash envelope breakdown. That's all I use it for. So once I get everything out of the bank, I get the money out the bank, which would be $1,000, right? What I do is I'll come home, and then I'll stuff my envelopes. So I always start with my bills first. I always pay my bills first. So let's say we had to pay our car note, so I would put $100 in there. I would then put the $25 in my phone bill. I don't track it, because I know it's going to come out on the day that I have to pay it. So then what I do is I stuff my cash wallet, which is my wallet that I take with me every day that has my cash in it. So I'll put my money in there, and then I'll do my sinking funds. So in my sinking funds, I think I said birthday. So say for instance birthdays, I said I was going to put $50 in here right now. I'm not going to use that tracker. I'm going to use a blank tracker so I can show the young lady how I use my trackers. So my tracker, I would say this, let's just say for instance, this is my first time putting money in my birthday's envelope, okay? So I started with 0. So I will put the date. Today is the 11th. So I put 10/11 down. For description, I put deposit. I don't currently do this, but I'm going to start doing it. And we're going to add $50, okay? So my balance now is $50. So let's say I had a birthday come up and I bought someone a card and put a $20 gift card in there. So what I would do is, let's say their birthday is, we'll fast forward. Say this is October 20th, okay? And what I'll do is I'll put present, and then I'll say minus $25 because I spent $5 on the card and I put a $20 gift card in there. So that'll leave my balance at $25. So that's how I fill out my tracker. Okay, that's all I do. This it. Like, that's my budget. I don't do anything else. Now, once you all start budgeting, y'all don't have to go out and buy all this stuff. Buy these binders. If you want to, you can. They're fairly reasonable on Amazon, which is where I got mine from. In the little pouches, I like these because they can fit more money. And then I like the fact that they zip and I don't have to worry about my money coming out. But you all can start with just paper and pencil. You don't have to buy a workbook, the Budget Moms workbook. You don't have to have all this fancy stuff if you're just starting out. You can just start simple with envelopes from the Dollar Tree, you know, pen, a spiral notebook, and call it a day. I know a lot of budgeters that do that. But yeah, that's my method. That's what I do. I'm a paper and pen girl. I like to write it out. I like to write anyways. So I like to write it out and see it, you know. I use real money and prop money. When I use prop money, I put the prop money in my envelopes when I take the money to the bank. So I originally stuff my envelopes with real money. Once I get to a certain point, then I'll deposit it into the bank and I'll put a placeholder in my envelopes to let me know what I have in the bank. So that's my method, y'all. That's what I do. I don't do anything special. It's plain and simple. I started with a notebook and like a spiral notebook and a pen and a calculator. And I think I had one binder. And that's where I started the first time I started budgeting. I recently, you know, started back budgeting. So now I have multiple binders. But, I mean, I don't stuff all my envelopes every time I cash stuff. So, and you don't have to. If you can, do it. If you can't, don't stress yourself out about it. Just do what you can. Make your money work for you. You don't have to do what everybody else do. Only you know your money. So that's what I do, y'all. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. And I hope I answered the questions thoroughly that were asked of me. And today is Tuesday. So typically I'm number 4 on the list. So what I'm going to do now is I'll be passing the torch to Budget by the Bag. She'll be next. All of the budgeters for Tuesday and Wednesday that will be putting their videos up. I always tag them in my videos, but go visit Budget by the Bag next, and visit all the other girls in the box, in my description box down below. Check their channels out. There's some really nice girls. I really like them. And I'm glad to be a part of this series. So, again, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.